Hi everyone, my name is Sandeep and you are watching Turn to Data. So in this video, let me show you how you can use VLOOKUP to find data from one table and fetch it into another table. And let's see this with the help of an example. So let's get started. What I have here is two tables. The first one is a fruits table where you have your item ID, your fruit name, size of the fruit and unit price of each items. On the right, I have a very small table. So this table contains the item IDs. These item IDs are from this particular table on the left. And then there is some quantity given against each item ID. So what we are trying to do here is we are trying to find out the fruit name, and then we'll also try to calculate the total price, which is the quantity multiplied by unit price. So essentially we are taking data from this table on the left and putting it on the right table. So VLOOKUP basically is something that you can use when your data is organized in columns, in vertical columns, and you want to find something based on a particular identifier or a particular ID from each row. So let's see how that is done. To start the VLOOKUP formula, all you have to do is press equal to where you want to find the data. So in this case, I want to input the data here under fruit name. I'll press equal to and start typing the formula VLOOKUP. So you can type the formula. You can press the tab key or just double click on the formula when it appears. And then it asks you for a few parameters. The first parameter is lookup value. So in this case, the lookup value is 2708 because that is the value we will search in the table on the left. So I have selected this value, that is cell G7, put a comma, and it asks you for a table array. Table array is basically the range in which you want to find this value. So our range in this case is this column along with the second column because that is where the fruit name is. So we have selected the range and you can see automatically the formula is also getting updated with the range. And you can also notice one thing, it says 10R and 2C, that is 10 rows and 2 columns. So there is a small small icon that appears at the bottom that you can see. So now you know that there are 2 columns. Just release your mouse, press comma again, and the next option it asks is column index number. That is column index number. So in this case, the fruit name is available in the second column. So we will say 2, put another comma, and the last option, and very important, is it asks you whether you want an approximate match or an exact match. In a majority of the cases, you will want the exact match. So just put false here. You can also put a 0 here instead of false. Both work the same way. All right. So I'm just going to put a false here. Close the bracket, click on enter, and there you go. So 2708 is watermelon. Let's verify. Yes, 2708 is watermelon. And now what you can do is you can just autofill this. If you don't know how to autofill the data, you can watch my video on autofilling the data. I'll put the link in the description. So just double press and the data gets autofilled. Now, similarly, you can calculate the total price as well. So first, let us fetch the unit price from the table on the left to the table on the right. Okay, so I'll say equal to, and I'm going to say VLOOKUP. Lookup value is the same. Okay, put a comma, table array. So now the table array changes because we want the unit price as well, and we will select the entire table here. And you can see column number now will be 4 because it has 4 columns in total. I'll put a comma here, and column index number, as I said, it is 4 in this case. Put a comma again, and we want an exact match. So you can either put a false or you can just enter 0. Close the bracket. If you wanted an approximate match, you can press 1 instead of true. Okay. Enter, and you have 4.56, which is basically 2708 watermelon 4.56. Okay. So before we autofill this, we just have to make one slight change, that is you have to multiply it with the quantity. So what I can do is I can come to the formula here and I can just say star j sorry, not J. I'll just select the cell itself so that it shows it right here. That is I7. Press enter, and now you can see it has multiplied it with the quantity, the unit price, and just autofill it with a double click, or you can just drag it to the bottom as well. So that's how VLOOKUP works in Excel. You can check out the other videos by visiting my channel. If you have any comments, please post it on the comments box. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.